You can go to sleep.
Should be good now. It should be good.
Okay.
Damn, y'all gotta drive all the way back home. Where do y'all live now?
We need.
Did y'all move today?
No, we just need to drive back to GI.
Either I cannot hear myself.
Check,
Alright,
check.
we can take my car.
Who has better gas mileage though?
Keep talking.
He had. Are you good? We're gonna do the sobriety test. She doesn't feel safe.
I don't even think
Or
I've
do
had
you
a-
want?
I don't even think I've had a cup of this.
No, you haven't.
No.
That's. Do you want to?
I don't want to wake up that early.
Oh, my bad.
I was gonna say that, but
Thank you.
that's not my place.
Okay, but I have to wake up earlier to drive there. But then I get to sleep in longer.
Slam a Red Bull.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay, wait. What the hell?
What's the reason why you want to leave in the morning?
Stop the ongoing live stream? How? How do I stop it?
We're rolling. Cuz.
We're rolling?
Yeah. We're
Wait,
live, baby.
it says you're already streaming too.
We're live.
Wait,
Check. Let me
what?
double check. Let me get on YouTube real quick. RQ.
I've been looking on Facebook,
For the
bro.
one time. Yeah, we're on. One watching. Who's watching? So that's out in the chat. It's me.
Somebody share my live post again. Shah. Oh, my man. Oh, wait.
Oh, my man.
My wife says it's working on YouTube.
Legend.
It's working. What's your wife's name?
Rebecca?
Thank you,
Rebecca. Shout out Rebecca.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Real sweetheart.
It's me. Somebody share the live post. Okay, cool. Oh, we are live. Yo,
We're back.
hit us up in the
We're
chat. We were talking about some current events. We were talking about some real stuff,
Yeah.
man.
That was deep, man.
Yes.
Got deep quick.
Lex. Lex is in the building. Lex's Price. What is your Instagram?
Get that ratio.
Okay. Alexis Price. Bet we're going to put that in the chat. But, question for you. Astrology signs, are they BS or not BS? Okay, let me ask you this question before you answer. Did you vet Nelson? Did you see what his astrology sign was before you...
Oh.
No, but after this is probably about 2-3 months ago.
Uh-huh.
I started listening to this. What is it? It's on Spotify. You can hear about your astrology sign.
Oh, for real?
And it tells you every single day. You can listen to this whole podcast.
Hell yeah.
Whatever it is. It's like 2 minutes long. Every morning you can listen to it. It just tells you about your day, like what's going on with the stars and the moon.
Because I have it on my Twitter, and it kind of does that, but I would like that in that form. But do you guys think it's very general?
I think. You know how I know it's very general?
Do you look at everybody else's?
Yes. And they all apply. They all apply. I'm a Capricorn, and I find like whatever my opposite is.
Whatever it is.
Libra. I don't.
Yeah.
And I read it, and I was like, "Oh, that's me," because they're all me.
Yeah.
What about you,
One of them-
Nels?
They say the same thing, and everyone. It's
I
like,
agree.
They just say what you want to hear.
They don't even contradict each
Oh my
other.
God, they're right. That is me.
That is me.
But there's so many aspects of me.
I am
offense if
calm
you
but
like that stuff.
spunky.
I don't
No,
care.
I think
What's your point?
there's truth to a lot of it.
I'm sure it's helpful if it's like telling you to be more conscientious of your surroundings. I think
Thank
mindfulness
you.
in general
Yeah.
is like
Yes.
something that everybody should strive for.
But
And
you
if that's a way
shouldn't. You
use
should.
it
That
to
shouldn't
help-
be the end all be all.
No,
though.
you're
Right.
not going to be friends with somebody because of that.
Dude,
And
exactly.
Right,
here.
yeah.
Nels, do you have anything to say?
No, not really.
What about you? What do you think, Jack?
Oh man, I mean, hot take. I think they're all pretty general, and I've also like, it's just weird. I feel like people who like read and believe in that stuff, like take pride in being like open-minded and like compassionate.
Ooh.
But then they'll hit you with something like, "Oh, I'm not supposed to hang out with Tauruses." I'm like, whoa. Like, what? Like, because a website told like.
because I was born on this day, you
Yeah,
can't
it's
hang
just,
out with me.
it's weird, and I'm like right on the cusp too. So I think that's also weird that like I'm just like 100% Taurus, and I'm like one day away from whatever's after Taurus.
What's your moon?
Just like what's your moon, dude? It's like a C-section too. So like it's just weird. Like I would resonate with it more if you could choose like an Enneagram, or if it's like personality based
You guys.
What was that word you said? And a what?
Enneagram. It's like
I think I've
it's
heard
kind
that.
of like the INFJ.
Oh yeah, yeah. Myers-Briggs.
Kind of like that. It's a little. Well, I guess it's just like it's just different. There's like 1 through 9.
Have you heard of that app, CoStar?
Co-star.
It does like your
Wait,
whole
I think
thing.
I've
It
seen
breaks
that
it
before.
down. I like that app actually. It's kind of cool. Like you put in your time, like your day, the hour you were born, the minute you were born,
Yeah.
like all that stuff. And then it gives you like a super in-depth, and you can compare, which is the coolest part. Like you add people, and you can
Whoa.
compare to friends or whoever you're talking to.
And I think I'm biased too because they always get like whatever Taurus description is. It's always like I just feel like it's wrong. Like, maybe I'm like stuffing some like stuff deep down in me. I'm like repressing some stuff, but it's always like just a cold take. It's like that's not me.
I feel the same way, man.
know?
The Capricorn one is always like, this Capricorn is so studious and like a workaholic.
Dude, Taurus is always like shopping and like possessions. I'm like, dude, I own like one thing and it's a keyboard. Like, give me, this isn't. I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. I just like. I feel like most women I meet these days, though, that I feel compatible with, because I'm like an earthy guy. I
Right,
like
right.
you know, but I feel like most women I meet are totally into astrology, and it freaks me out.
Like to a obscene degree, like to a point where you wouldn't, like it puts you off.
well, it puts me off when it puts them off. When I'm like, oh, I'm born April 28th. Why are you asking? And they're
I
like,
see.
oh.
I see.
Oh, like you know me.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, because like there's a lot of puffery stuff going on, especially with
Puffery?
puffery. Like people,
Puffery.
they're
like puff?
they're flexing on the gram.
I see.
They're not being truthful on the gram, right?
On the gram.
Yes, or anywhere else, because with this day and age of social dating, there's the Tinders. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But at this point, we are going to decide on their profile pic and their bio instead of meeting that person.
Yeah.
I did not. I tried Tinder a little bit like a couple years ago when I was like a freshman and I was desperate, whatever. I tried it. It's really like difficult. I don't like being judged in that capacity. I feel like I'm a lot more, I'm a horrible texter.
Yep.
So I can't communicate like all the subtleties of my language over text. It just,
Yep.
I guess I'm not that good of a writer.
Yes.
No, I feel you.
And two, it's just like, I also didn't like what it was doing to me, like how I was viewing women
Yep.
when I was looking at it, like
Yeah.
just straight up all looks. And it was just like, I would like to just talk to these people before. I did go on a Tinder date. It was so awkward. Dude.
Really?
It was so bad.
So?
So bad. Like we got there and I sat down. This isn't going to like, so what really put me off is she was eating, like, I took her to Sips and Subs and we were eating sandwiches.
Great
And
place.
she ate her sandwich like a corn on the cob, like sideways, instead of just straight down. And she didn't finish it either, so she's just got this like sandwich bisected lengthwise. And I was looking at it, and I looked at the sandwich and I said to myself, "I'm never talking to this girl again.
Dude, she's gonna kill me later
I'm never
tonight.
talking to this girl again."
I've never heard anybody eat a sandwich.
Right? That's a red flag, man. Red flag.
You are definitely somebody that I am not used to. Yo, okay, let's go down the line, all right? Ether, how did you court your wife?
Well, yeah, just like the very beginning, I try to make things special. Like
Did you use a pickup line?
probably. Actually, no, I did. I said something really awkward and like just ridiculous.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I do,
Let's
because
say
she
tell
reminds
us.
me all the time. Because I think the first time we like started like dating ish was like we met at these dances, like the church dances we would play with like with Downtown Collective, you know. And I guess one of the first things I told her was like, "You have a beautiful face."
That's the man.
You can't miss with that.
girl, you
Keep women
got
alive.
a beautiful face.
It's all in the delivery.
And yep, that's just. I say awkward things like that still.
How did you propose to her?
I took her to a restaurant. and,
Which restaurant?
It was in the Haymarket.
Hell yeah.
It was Vincenzo's.
Oh, yes.
And what I did is I brought my guitar out
Oh,
I did what I do best, and I sang and played the song "Marry Me" by Train.
Oh, hell yeah.
This guy's a Mac.
She told me to learn that song, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be it then. So
That's what's up, man.
it's pretty simple, and like we'd talked about getting married for a while and all that. So that's the thing, is like it wasn't as big of a surprise as
Yeah, she knew it
it
was
should have
coming.
been. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but it was still, she still appreciated that. So, and that's our special song still. So.
Awesome, thank you. Rodenburg, as for what are some difficulties that you're finding in the dating game right now? Especially with COVID
Yeah,
going on.
dude. I was gonna say I picked the wrong time to be single.
Facts.
When COVID came, I was like, "What? Like, what just happened?" It's like the beginning of March of 2020. I was like scrambling. I was like texting people. I was like shooting my shot all over the place. It's like, you don't want to come over and watch a movie? Quick! There's a lot of challenges. Like, first of all, music is my job. Like,
Yep.
So that's like kind of unrelatable because like I'm going out on weekends to like play gigs, and it seems like I'm just like partying, which I am. Mm-hmm. But most people are like sweating at 9-to-5 jobs, and so they like have this entire aspect of their life, a huge part of their daily pie chart is something I like can't even relate to.
Facts.
And so they get home and they want to like just kind of like zone out sometimes, and I'm just like always trying to do projects, always trying to make music, always trying to do stuff. So it's been tough for me, like living in Nebraska. Like I feel like I might do better in a place where there's more artists.
You're a West Coast guy.
I might be. I don't know. So that's been the big challenge
Northwest,
for me.
though. Northwest.
Northwest?
Like Oregon or something.
I could see that.
Dude, I'm thinking about it. A lot of my friends are moving out there.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
So the way I got my girlfriend, not God, damn, that sounds bad. I mean, sorry for my language. So I guess this is the story she tells me. So I saw her one time at the downtown, which is now the Junction. Shout out to Junction. I spent a lot of money there. So I was really messed up, but I told her what's up. But then 2 weeks later, I'm getting off this party bus. I'm lit, right? She says I come up to her, and I'm like, girl.
Started with girl?
Yeah, bro.
Man.
Hey, I really want to take you out. You seem like a really cool-ass girl, and you're not usual like the rest. I would like to take you out sometime. And I guess she said yes, right? But do I remember? No. So, and then next thing you know, I'm on Tinder, right? And then I'm like, wait, what? Oh, swipe to the right? Then I get her number. Then we set up a date. It's Saturday night. We go to Jake's. I mean, we plan to go to Jake's and then go in the Haymarket to have something to eat. So she gets off work at 10. I'm with the homies. We're hanging out. I was tired that day. I told him, yo, wake me up in 10 minutes. Because it's like 10:20 right now. She should be off work, getting ready, whatever. They don't wake me up.
friends.
I wake up at 1 o'clock. I see these. Yeah.
Ew.
And she's like, where you at? I'm literally sitting here. 20 minutes later. Blah, 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 blah. So her friends were telling her, yeah, don't give him a chance again. But I told her I fell asleep. She was like, no, you didn't. But then now she understands I got narcolepsy. I'm going to fall asleep whenever I can.
Right.
And then next thing you know, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And she's like, what took you so long? I asked her like 4 or 5 months after. Because I gotta vet you out.
Yeah, you got to figure it out.
Okay, how would you do in this situation? Are you cool with my parents? Are you open to learn a new language, learn how to make new food with me, yada, yada, yada. So that's how we became a thing. Haley, if you're watching this, you probably know you sleeping. Love you, girl. Anyways, Nelson. Alexis Price, what's up? So you guys met in high school?
Yeah, our senior year.
Oh. Oh, the parents, they didn't arrange it though, did they?
No.
When you first saw her, what were you like? Damn, girl. What were you saying?
I was nice, but like, okay, but it started out with me and one of my best friends. We started hanging out with, because we went to different schools, so we started hanging out with her group of friends that went to the other school. And we were hanging out, and she actually had a boyfriend at the time. And then they started...
Not no more?
And they started having some problems, and, you know, we were close, and so I was, like, helping her out and everything. And then they ended up breaking up. And so we got a lot closer because she could spend more time with, like, me. And, I don't know, we just kept hanging out all the time, and I think we both kind of knew that we liked each other. And then I was like thinking about it like a whole week before. I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna make this thing official.
Facts.
And I was like building up the confidence to do it. Like every time we would hang out, but like then I would chicken out.
Yep.
And I was taking her home one night, and like I was giving her a hug. I'm like, okay, like, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now.
Yeah.
And she's like getting out of the car, and I'm like, oh hey, like. And then slams the door in my face. And I'm like, wait. She's like, oh, like, were you going to say something? And I'm like, oh, God. Now the pressure's on. Now the pressure's on.
Oh, my God.
But, you know, everything worked out, obviously.
Hell yeah.
Nice, man.
Wow.
Shout out Nelson and Alexis. But yeah, Jack, don't you gotta go? Caroline?
We split up recently, actually,
Right before.
like a couple weeks ago.
My bad.
It's no. It's I don't want to be that guy who says it was mutual, but it's mutual. No, it's just like I think a lot, especially like in college, man. A lot of these relationships has to do with timing.
Yeah, man.
For real.
Like she's moving away. This
You got
wasn't-
love. You got love. For
Yeah,
her.
it's all love, really. I have no hard feelings whatsoever. She's a great person. Just didn't work out.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Best to you, girl. Okay, now let's switch it up. We're not talking about dating anymore. So we're gonna start with Ether. How do you manage stress? Being a father, being a full-time musician, just getting done with school, going through COVID. How do you manage stress?
Oh, man. I guess I just like try to remind myself just to take. So like I have my planner on my phone, and I try to like make a checklist of things, and like some things get done, some things don't. And I don't know. I guess just recently, like I feel like there's been a lot of positive things I've been able to read, like just reminding myself to take it easy and have break days. Just like seeing stuff on Instagram. I guess I follow a lot of people that are just like, you know, just like have a work ethic, but also like just take it easy on certain days and like
Balance.
Yeah, just balance. But it's still challenging. I think kids, like, they're still gonna need things, and I still have to be there for them every day. And I'm a stay-at-home dad. My wife.
Shout out to the stay-at-home dads, baby.
My wife is working all the time, and then I'm working just kind of freelance, like doing the sound stuff, doing the gigs whenever they come up. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just kind of what I do, is just try to remind myself to be taking things slow when things get really crazy. And sometimes you just have no choice, though, either. I don't know.
Facts.
It's just weird. It's a weird balance you just have to figure out.
Yeah.
What about you, Jack? Thank you for sharing, Ether.
Oh, I got like a whole list of stress relievers. You know what I mean? It's like
Hell
a
yeah.
multi-pronged approach. Like
Okay.
today, I was feeling a little stressed, more down in the dumps.
Okay.
And not gonna lie, I smelled a lilac bush. Just put some
Gave it a big whiff.
big whiff.
A lilac bush? Is that smelly?
Oh, it smells so
delicious.
good, dude. It's like one of the best smells ever. And like it was like the first thing all
Like
day that was
perfume?
like, oh, dude, like there's something to smile about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big
like
old
that.
helping of dopamine. So like, and I'm like, you know, not kidding. Like aromatherapy. I got gardens like lemon balm, bee balm.
You got like
Dude, it's like straight to the brain. First of all, you breathe through your nose, and that's the healthiest way to breathe. It's the highest percentage of oxygenation, in the blood.
Damn.
So like, that's what you're doing first off is just like taking a nice deep nose breath. So that's step one. Just take a nice deep breath.
That is therapeutic already. Just like
know?
6 breaths for real.
Right. And when you're stressed, you breathe from like the chest and the mouth.
Yep.
And that's like it's not the best efficiency. Other things too, music. Like music is always there, whether you want something to pick you up when you're feeling down or whether you want something to meet you
Exactly where you are. Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
Music is right there.
That's so. I like that.
Yeah, I could go on. Like to-do lists are a big one too, because like sometimes it's just like this cloudy. I'm like stressed about I don't know what. Yeah. And I'll make a to-do list. I'm like, I only got 5 things.
Exactly.
Check them off.
Yeah.
And then the biggest thing that I've been dealing recently with is cleaning my house.
Oh no, my girl be on my ass about that.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, seriously, like I feel like the house is like a representation of what's going on in your mind.
Yep.
It is so true.
Because like,
That is
I'm
true.
Jordan
stressed-
Peterson, clean your room.
That's huge.
Dude, who said that? Like,
Jordan
Just existing
Peterson.
in a space where you don't. That's
Feel
a
at
stressor.
peace.
Like
Yes.
having a mess is a stressor.
Yes.
Because it's just another thing on your list of things you have to do.
Yep.
So it's like, oh man, I feel so overwhelmed already.
yep.
Then you're adding this thing. It seems like a small thing, but on top of everything else that's
It's
already freaking you
overwhelming.
out,
Yeah.
you can just like add to that
Oh
pressure.
yeah, in so many ways. You're walking around your house, you're stepping on stuff that stresses you out.
Yeah.
Trying to find your keys, there's clutter everywhere. You're like, ah.
Messy bed, there's dirty clothes around.
Yeah,
It's like, man.
it's like a full. So that's been the big thing. Like once I clean my house, I'm just like, why do I feel so happy? Right now? Great. No.
All right, go ahead, Nelson. How do you manage stress?
I just don't get stressed too often about things.
Okay,
I-
you are a very laid back dude.
Yeah, like
Water off a duck's back.
I don't know. I always think that things are gonna work out that the way they're supposed to. Like everything happens for a reason. I agree. And I'm just kind of like go with the flow. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't get stressed out about stuff. But that's just me.
I'm double checking.
Yeah, that's just you, bro.
Double checking with the girlfriend. He doesn't.
Like even when I'm getting stressed, it's like,
Yo, Alexis,
like I'm the anxiety, stressed out person. That's why we work because
He balances you out.
Oh.
helps me through. Like,
Whoa.
Yo, Alexis, chill. We got this.
Take it easy.
My man, I like that.
I also think it's just like I get very lucky a lot of times.
Hell yes.
You know what I mean? Like I'm just a lucky person. And
dude.
so like that's why I don't get stressed because I'm like, oh, like, it'll probably work out.
I feel like that's what luck is. Because like lucky stuff doesn't happen to people that are like stressing out and like
Yeah.
presenting
Right.
themselves as like unlikable, unhelpable. If you're roll with the flow like Nelson over here, people are gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna reward you with this opportunity, or like, you know.
I agree.
Yeah, but then every once in a while, like I know when these days happen, like it's just gonna be a bad day, and it's just consecutive like bad
So you
throughout
are
the whole entire
human.
day. Yeah, like every once in a while, I know it's once in a blue moon, but I know when I'm going throughout that day, like okay, like this is just one of those days. and
Exactly.
tomorrow, like it's gonna be fine.
You embrace it.
I'm gonna be back to like my normal luckiness.
And you ain't gonna fight it.
Yeah.
I like that. What's up? What's up, baby? What you got? Stress management.
I kind of agree with Nelson, man. One of the things, a quote that's always stuck with me, I don't remember who said it, is "This too shall pass,"
Oh yes.
and that applies to literally everything in life. Happy times, bad times,
Yes.
just knowing that you're not going to feel this way forever. So you know, you got to make the steps to do what you can today to take care of tomorrow.
Because there's gonna be some stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just, it's going to pass.
I actually
Knowing
really
that.
like that quote.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
it's easy to remember.
Shit, or get off the toilet, or what is
Shit or
it?
get off the pot. was the other
The
one. That's
pot,
my
that's
dad.
what it
That's
is.
what he told me.
Shout out, Mr. Eric.
Shout out, pops.
Yo, Ether.
Probably sleep.
How do you deal with pressure?
Pressure. I guess the thing that caused me pressure the most, I think, are like weddings.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, you should see the
Because
pressure this guy
it's
under.
like, yeah, I could see that because it's like I can't fuck this up.
Yeah.
Right.
This is their day.
Yeah.
Oh
That's what my job is
That-
mostly. Like, Jack and I are seeing each
Downtown
other like every Saturday
Collective.
almost,
Yeah.
or Friday, whatever. And yeah, that's. I think that's what it is. You think that you just can't mess up, and so you do. I think you just kind of have to like have that mentality too, like Nelson and Jack are saying too. Like, you just have to understand that, like this too shall pass thing, and like, there's like little mistakes that can happen, but you just got to recover right away, and like people won't notice as much as as long as you just move forward and don't like, stare in the moment like they're like when stuff is going on, like make it a bigger thing that has to be. I don't know if that answers the question, but
No, it does.
okay.
Yeah, I'm so impressed with Ether's ability to handle pressure. Like, there's moments when like we got a million chords, one chord isn't working. Like, the bride and groom are standing right there, like ready to do their first dance, and like Ether's like, and I'm standing behind the keyboard like I can't help. I'm just gonna. But Ether handles it like a champ.
Yeah.
I couldn't even deal with that, bro.
It's been scary stuff.
How do I deal with pressure? Like you said, bro, it's writing stuff down so it's not overwhelming. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, ever since I started working this job, it's like, okay, hey, just write down the things that you've done and the things that you have to do so you can kind of see what's on your plate. So, because like if you don't know what's going on, no wonder why you have anxiety. A life already comes at you in so many ways, on top of you not knowing what things you're supposed to do. So let's get that out of the way now of you writing down the things you got to do so you can come with a plan of attack and have a goal so you don't have as much pressure. And also the pressure of knowing that I ain't perfect. There's going to be mistakes and living with those mistakes because I know there's room for improvement. So, yeah, this is our first live podcast. We got blocked by UFC. But we're going to keep going, We're that's the pressure that we already knew that we were going to deal with, so we're not going to get too bogged down about it.
And
go ahead.
A thing I've been thinking about too recently is like people like to see vulnerability.
It's human, bro.
Yeah.
So like when you make a mistake, you might think, oh, everyone hates me now, but there are other people that might be trying that same craft that might be thinking, oh, I make mistakes too. Like now I'm going to play more, or like I like this guy even more because they're human and I'm human, and now I can relate. So that's what I keep trying to tell myself is like, even when because I put the most pressure on myself just to be
Don't we always do that?
Yeah.
Your own worst critic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to treat me like I would treat other people, which is like full of, encouragement, compassion.
Nelson? With pressure, I just had something. One thing is always plan for the worst, but hope for the best. I think that's the way that I deal with most of it, because like if I expect it to go like a little worse than I would hope for,
Yeah.
then when it goes really well or it goes good, I'm like, wow, like that was awesome. And like you just get more juiced about it. And then also, I like to, if I ever have a problem or something, like especially, even when I was younger too, like I just like go do it right away. Like quit thinking about it and just like go do it.
If it takes less than 5 minutes, do it right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially like,
And you feel good.
I always feel like that with my taxes because I don't have like property, so my taxes is like the 10.
It's quick.
It's the 1040 easy.
Yep.
But it takes. I'm always like, no, I'll do it tomorrow. No, I'll do it tomorrow. It takes like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I take a picture of my W-2 and it's done.
And how much time do you spend stressing about it if you don't?
I
do it?
swear.
More than that 5 minutes.
Exactly.
I withhold a lot too, so I know I have a return coming. So it's like, I want to get my paper.
Okay, all right. A couple more things, then we're going to take a break, okay? Because how long have we been doing this? Hour 40?
Yeah.
We're going to try and cap it. We're going to, after this, we're going to have a performance from our friends. Then we're going to do a little interview with them, and then we're going to play a couple of games, and then we'll call it a night. But as for now, what is the music everybody's listening to right now?
Let me look. Lots of stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I went back to 808s and Heartbreak recently.
Okay, shout out Kanye.
I just had to.
I mean, we might play it later, but leave the door open.
Shut up, man.
I was like,
it's a beautiful song. Man.
that like, I mean, I don't even mean to be cliche, but like filled me up with hope
Yes.
for the
Yes.
future. I was like, Bruno and Anderson .Paak are collabing right now, and it's glorious.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're like, we're gonna have an album pretty soon, so
And I was
it's like so much to look forward to already with that.
I think that's winning a Grammy already.
I love the aesthetic
Oh, yeah.
of their band. I
Yes.
love the style, like
Silk.
taking it old school. That's the kind of music I grew up on. That's the kind of music my dad was playing.
Yeah.
He made a mix for me and my brother when we would like go to bed at night. He burned a CD of all those kinds of songs.
Oh.
And he just like every night it's like our musical education.
Oh.
So
love
seeing
that.
those guys like revive that style is just very.
It's
Very
so
nice to me.
multi-generational
Yeah.
music. Even my mom, I played it. She was like, "This is really good. This is really good. I really like it."
Yeah, especially with Bruno Mars, a lot of people said like he's got the old school vibe, but makes it new.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
He's got like, yeah, it's just a nice new flair to it.
I've been listening to a lot of UK rap still.
Grime ting, cuz.
Grimy,
What are you on then, bro?
grime.
Shutting food on the road.
If food on the road. Shout out Slow Tie. Y'all go
Slow
check it
Tie.
out. It's called Tyron. It's super fire. Listen to Stormzy and listen to Wiley.
On there?
Huh?
The one with him and Skepta on there?
Yep. I
It's
listen
so
to
hard.
Skep. I listen to Lil Sims. Yeah. Y'all
Lindsay?
y'all go check it
Lindsay
out.
Flo?
I listen to a lot of that lately.
So, am I right when I say like UK rap has a lot of like jazzy kind of beats, right? Or is that
The one I'll be listening to is more based on, they call it grime, which is kind of like a dark trap drill music that
Really
they play in
industrial,
Chicago.
Like super electronic.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's upbeat.
Yeah, like the average beats per minute for like a US hip hop artist is like 94 or something. And in the UK it's like 114. Whoa. So it's just faster.
Dude,
Trying to dance and like rage to that kind of music.
Yeah, bro.
that's cool.
What you been listening to, Jack?
Oh man, all sorts of stuff. There's this German band.
What do they call?
They're like, I don't know how to pronounce the first word. It looks like daddy. It's like DA, but then the third letter is like a weird D.
The German beat.
It's one of those weird D. Yeah. And then Fryer. It's like FREYR. And they had like, it's like funky, but it's also kind of goofy. It's like really low volume, fun, like. And one of their music videos is hilarious. It's like a German, like recital in like someone's living room, and there's like the first girl like plays the flute. It's all like pretty bad, and then these like 5 characters like come up, and then it's like it develops into this whole like funk song. And then the
Whoa.
whole time we're just like angrily watching. It's really funny.
I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I mean.
We're going to have to look that up. Davdi or something like
Yeah.
that. Nelson. What you been listening to, bro?
I was on YouTube the other day, and I listened to a lot of Juice WRLD, and a lot of his like unreleased
Yeah.
songs came up, and so that's what I've been like, just recycling through
R.I.P. Juice.
the past few days. And there's a lot of good ones on there. That I've
I'm
found.
sure he's a talented guy.
There's if you look it up, it's called Cigarettes on YouTube.
Wait, I think I've heard of it.
by Juice
By
WRLD.
Juice?
Yeah, it's a really good one. It's a lot of like slower ones that I've
You-
been finding.
yeah.
Just like get a vibe from it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Jack, what you been listening to? Oh, he's looking at it.
One of my favorite artists of all time worked really well. He works really closely with his producer named Madlib.
Madlib. I've heard of that.
Madlib. He produced Mad Villainy, which is MF Doom's
With that's what I
most
thought, bro.
famous
That's what I
record.
thought, bro.
So I went through his like discography pretty much, and he has like a lot of instrumental beats that I just really like. They're like, I don't know. He's very crazy with the samples. He's kind of like Dylan in that sense, and I love hip hop, so
Do you think
I'm
hip
always
hop?
listening to hip hop.
Do you think hip hop rules
The
culture
world at the moment?
and the world?
I think it's one of the most
It's
popular
I would
genres.
say it's the most influential.
Definitely one of the most popular genres. I think there's like, the art. Obviously, the genre has its stars, but I think it's kind of evolved into, you have like the pop rap stars like Drake and
Yeah.
whoever else that are internationally just could sell out an arena anywhere in the world. And then you have like I think hip hop is at its point in its life cycle that rock was at, where it's
True.
starting to devolve into all
'Cause-
these different
yes.
subgenres.
Uzi, they're rock stars now.
Yeah, and I just love seeing what new people are doing with it. So, but
Facts.
yeah, Madlib. I've been listening to a lot of Madlib recently.
If it wasn't for jazz, if it wasn't for soul, there wouldn't be hip hop. Yeah, okay, let's switch it up. All right. We're going to talk about plants. I wanted to talk to Jack about urban gardening.
I saw your TED Talk. Do you remember doing that TED Talk?
Yeah.
You had a TED
Like
Talk?
for- Forever
TEDx
ago.
Youth. TEDx Youth.
That's still TED, bro.
That's the first time I saw you. I saw you.
Oh, really?
Doing that, yeah.
Nice.
Like in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you grow tomatoes yet?
No, so here's the
I'm
thing.
waiting to.
Is like, gardening is a lot easier than everyone thinks.
I swear.
Seriously.
You
everyone
say
thinks-
that?
It takes a
but-
lot more work in the sense of like the little stuff.
Well, here's the thing. We got to like open our mind a little bit to what we're trying to grow.
Facts.
So if you're trying to grow kale, you could just get higher density of all the nutrition that kale has in dandelions.
Oh, okay.
So like dandelions are like a superfood.
Really?
Yeah. And they are so easy to grow. They're just growing everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like too late. You're already gardening.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody got that.
Yeah. Lamb's quarter is another plant that's like
I've
a
heard of that.
superfood.
Do you eat the dandelion head?
You can.
I heard you can.
Yeah,
What's
you-
And
the
those
part-
purple things
Or you
too?
can make it into wine.
What's the part of it
What?
that you?
Yeah, dude, you just put a bunch of dandelions in a jug with some water, add some sugar, wait. Seriously. But I eat the greens because they're like, it's like one cup has like 500% your daily value
Oh,
vitamin
really?
K.
Potassium.
Yeah.
So you just go out in your garden, you just,
Yeah.
or like you go out to your neighbors.
It's
Dude,
crazy.
no, because they all spray. And it reminds me of like the criminal justice system, like metaphor time.
Okay.
Like we've got all these dandelions, we got fruitful people that like have all this value to our society, and because they don't fit in the right box, because they're not kale, they're getting sprayed, they're getting cut down, and then they come out of prison after 20 years, and it's like and then they're
go
coated with Roundup.
crazy.
You know, and you're like, I don't want to eat that anymore. I don't want to hire you because you've been like shanked 3 times, and you like have it's like people that come out of the prison system aren't healed. They aren't rehabilitated.
No,
in
they're not.
society. So I feel like, it's a stretch, but dandelions, I feel like they're getting kind of like similar treatments where everyone like hates them because they're like the hated weed. You know? But the worst part about them is what's happened to them. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Where in like my yard, I don't spray anything, and they're like my favorite herb because they're the first to be green in the spring.
True.
They're the last to go in the fall.
Yep.
They're where I get all of my vitamin K. So I don't know.
I did see a bunch of dandelions today.
Bro, they're going
and
crazy
wish
right now.
They weren't there. I was.
Ask yourself why though. Like
I think they just look.
They're trying to
kinda
help.
Like, they look like invaders. They look kind of like foreign. They look like, I don't know. They look almost fungal, right? Like it's a weed to me is something that's pretending to be a flower, especially dandelion. Like the stem doesn't look quite right. It's off. I don't know.
But I'm gonna challenge you for a second.
Please.
Oh,
Because
bet.
like, if you were to say those same things about a person, you'd probably I know you, Jack. So like, you'd probably take that back right away.
Damn.
Immediately.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like plants, why do plants get a different treatment?
I don't know. I guess I just feel like I can just say things about plants because they don't.
Can't hear it, right? There's a big difference, but like, I feel
But they're equally as valuable.
I see what you're saying.
you know,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
it's
They're
like,
part of the ecosystem.
I think the golden rule. This is like my philosophy. Get on my soapbox, but like I feel like the golden rule could and should be applied past humans.
Okay. Yes.
Because like you certainly treat your dog, with respect and kindness, and then the other thing is like, so many birds, so many things rely on dandelions to pollinate
And
to eat the seeds.
And just because it's annoying to us, we try and get rid of it.
Yeah.
But everybody else benefits from it.
yeah, and it's like I would understand if dandelions were like growing so tall they like
They're evasive species, but still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, yeah,
I like them. I think they're kind of pretty.
They don't even last long anyways.
We were actually talking about it the other day because we have a lot when we're driving through our apartment complex, and there's like patches of them, and like when you see like all of them together, I think they look really pretty.
they're adorable.
Yeah.
They're like they're in the sunflower family.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Quick fun fact. No, it's not fun at all. It's not fun at all. So the place where I garden is called the Holly Hamlet, right?
Garden?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Right now we got Haley. Help me if I'm wrong. Lettuce, spinach, collards, green onions. I think that's it.
Nice. Good list.
And we're gonna do peppers, hot
kind of
peppers,
pepper?
and we're gonna do tomatoes and radish. Okay. Oh, no, zucchini. Anyways, did you guys know that most grocery stores don't even hold more than 3 days worth of food? So let's say COVID happens again and it's worse. Those trucks that are being sent out to these grocery stores stop. What happens?
That's the same argument on every Doomsday Preppers episode.
Dude, yeah, we
Yes,
started
but
eating dandelions.
it's becoming more prevalent in a sense.
Yeah, hunt rabbits like Katniss Everdeen, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like my grandma owns some land like outside of town.
I want to get some land. I want to get out of
We're
this.
Same
in a
here.
good spot for the Doomsday. We
Facts.
could just go west and just like pick a spot, set up a little
We'd be
sod
good.
shack,
We'd be
Right.
good.
and we're cooling.
New York is.
I think we would all really like dandelions if Doomsday came. That's what I'm saying. We'd be like, oh god, I need protein. I need some vitamin C, vitamin K.
I get my 200% daily allowance.
Right. So I think we have like the luxury of being able to ignore the most abundant food sources that are around us.
Yeah, because we're living in abundance already.
Yeah.
that's the
Powerful
thing.
things instead of the what's around us. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's literally in a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
That's what sucks.
We've evolved. I see that as evolution of our society.
Yes.
That we have the option. There are drawbacks. Don't
Hella
twist it.
drawbacks.
Of course, like factory farming and
Yeah.
all this stuff is super bad for the environment, of course. But I would still like to keep pushing ways to make that side of things better, just so
We'll
our
end up
society
finding a
has
way
the
to
most-
make everything
yeah,
else
most
better.
options of food to give to its citizens. And then I think we should take that technology, whatever we develop, and give it to the rest of the world.
Technology,
For
good
real.
and bad. Is it more good or bad?
What are you talking
Technology
about? In general?
in general.
I think some are great, some are bad.
I think mostly great.
See those Boston Dynamics
Well, for
robots?
now.
These are crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah, it depends who you're asking. Like
Yeah.
if you're asking like the descendants of people in like Hiroshima.
Yeah, they're like, oh, yeah.
big thumbs down
Yeah,
on technology in
exactly.
general. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy it on a day-to-day basis.
I wouldn't be
Rely on it.
here if I wasn't.
Right.
Look
I
what
think
we're
it gives
using.
you.
Did a bunch of crazy technological stuff before this.
Facts.
I think it gives you a lot of opportunities.
Yes.
100%.
Like way more. Like I don't even know what I would do if I was born back in the like early 1900s or something.
Read some
like,
books, man.
Bro,
yeah,
you
where,
know.
where we would be farming right now.
Yeah.
Like I'd be shipped off somewhere so quick.
You know what I've been watching on YouTube?
What?
Primal Living.
Uh-huh.
Dudes literally making, like, it's so
Singing
fascinating.
like a
The
pool with a
pools?
stick.
I'm like,
Those are cool. I love to
What?
watch those.
Yeah.
like these guys making their own pillows from
Kilns.
when animals shed their fur and they, like, what? It's so, like, humans, we're so adaptable. We know how to make something out of nothing. But I think that's what I was trying to talk about earlier about technology. Sometimes we lose our touch on how we got here. So if something bad was to happen, we wouldn't even know what square one was.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. 'Cause
Then we get too lost in the sauce.
exactly.
So that's why I think even gardening would be a way to touch back to our roots. And we wouldn't have to rely on Big Brother and the grocery stores to become food sufficient, especially in a food desert.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Anyways.
Exactly, man.
Bro, there's so many more things to talk about. Well, we've been talking a lot. Yo, do you guys would you guys like to play a song for us?
Sure, let's do it. Yeah, let's do that.
We're gonna have
We'll do
Ether
that.
going first with the help of Jack. So,
Wonderful.
Let's
looking forward
let's
to
turn
this.
those cameras over. I hope we're doing good on special. I can't find anything going on YouTube. I mean on Facebook. Do you need to do vocal exercises?
I think
La
I'm
la
right.
la 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 la.
Did a little
I feel
bit
like I
this
always
morning.
have to.
Yeah, no, those are good. Those are really important. But yeah, I did some earlier.
Okay, bet.
Yeah,
Are you gonna do it from your? Oh, bet.
yeah. Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Sure, yeah. So this song is going to be, it's called Take You Away, and I wrote it about my wife. And the song is, I kind of like to think of it as like a more non-traditional love song just because it talks about more like how relationships can be difficult sometimes. And like my role in the song is just trying to be that comforter for her. Because she's a nurse and she sees a lot of things sometimes.
Yeah.
With like COVID, and then like mostly she actually works with mothers giving birth to babies and stuff. But, so she's an OB.
The medulla, or what?
No, she's just a nurse that kind of helps out with at the hospital. She wants to be like a midwife sometimes.
A lot of beautiful things, but I'm sure a lot of tragic things as well.
But yeah, this song is just kind of about just like being that comforter for her when things get rough, kind of stuff. Yeah, like that. Yeah. So let's do it. I know it's been a long day. And you just wanna be alone. I just wanna help you feel better. You don't have to tell me what's going on. Baby, let me do my best. Oh, won't you let me do my best to help you relieve the stress. With everything that's happening to you, I'll take care of the rest. Woo, baby, won't you let me? Won't you let me take you away? Oh yeah, take you away from here. Take you away. I wanna take you away from here. Take you away. Oh no, 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 take you away from here. Oh yeah. Man, this is crazy to see you playing this song. We don't need to change the scenery. No, for me to show you how much you mean to me. Let me wipe away your tears, baby. Yeah, we'll make all the bad vibes disappear. Oh, baby, let me do my best. Oh, won't you let me do my best? Help you relieve the stress with everything that's happening to you. I'll take care of the rest.
Hey.
Ooh, baby, won't you let me? Won't you let me take you away? Oh yeah, take you away from here. Take you away. I wanna take you away from here. Take you away. Oh no, 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 take you away from here. Oh, yeah. To the bridge. Baby, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry, no. 'Cause you know that I've got you. Oh, nothing I wouldn't do, baby, to make you feel the way you want to. Oh, oh.
Beautiful.
It's normally like a guitar solo here, but
Yeah, Jack.
Jack's getting it right now, yeah.
Killed it. Mr. Rodenburg on the key.
Take you away, oh yeah.
Jack, give it up
Yes.
for Ether.
Dude, Jack, that was nice. Thank
Some
you.
freaking pipes, man.
Thank you so much. Man,
That was nice.
that means a lot, man, that you learned that song for me. Thank you so much.
I knew it like 2 days after it came out.
That was awesome.
Thank
You wrote that?
Yeah, bro.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it
Thank
was.
you. Thank you.
First song released on Spotify.
That's right. That's the only single that's on Spotify right now.
Bam, 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 bam.
So yeah, just look up my name, Ether SAURE, and you'll find it. Take you away.
Oh, right.
Hopefully more to come in the future.
Yes.
So-
Mr. Rodenburg, don't you have a song releasing soon?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And you're writing an album right now.
Yes.
Wow.
The album has been being written since I was in middle school.
Whoa.
But the hardest part for me is producing, finalizing.
That's the, yeah.
output.
It's amazing though.
What?
It's amazing. I just gotta say, I'm following Jack on Patreon.
Oh, thanks.
Everybody's gotta follow Jack on Patreon.
Everybody do it.
Yeah.
There's an option. It's like $1 a month.
$1 a month?
It's just like a way to give some exclusive
Totally worth the money.
content. Thank you, man. I appreciate
my
that
gosh.
a lot.
Yeah.
So my first song on the album is up there. Actually, the first two songs. It's weird. It's theatrical. It's kind of a.
It's theatrical?
Yeah.
It's completely emotional. It's like a roller coaster ride of like
Oh, thanks, Ether.
happiness and like just like all the things you experience in life. I feel like you encapsulate it so well.
Oh man, thank you.
And there's just like, you probably saw my comment already, right?
Well, I think so.
But it's just like you do the Second Son song,
Yeah.
and when you like get born into the world,
Yeah.
you're like singing and you're like, like you're like going to falsetto.
I want to hear it.
It's kind of a fever dream. Like,
Is it more of like a story album in a sense?
yeah, oh yeah. There's
I
a whole
like
plot.
that.
And
So
I'm
people
taking
go
con-
all the way with
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna try to go all the way from beginning to end, starting
Yeah.
with my birth.
That's so dope.
It's awesome.
It's gonna get weird. Like, yeah, I mean, without spoiling too much, like sooner than later you start to realize like something's weird. Like I'm tripping out or something. Because like first, I'm born and then I start like singing opera. So it's like, well, this can't be a memory. This like, what is this? So I don't know. So there's a whole.
And Jack
host of
narrates like everybody that's in the scene. Like you can immediately imagine what's going on because like you hear all these different voices and you're like, oh, these are different characters, and like you can tell who they are and all that.
Oh,
It's
man.
really
That's so dope.
cool. Yeah.
Thanks, Ether. I appreciate it.
The flowers. I love it. Giving your brother flowers. All right, okay. We're gonna
Yeah, of course.
since we're already on the subject of you guys, let's a couple of interview questions. So, what did you guys plan to do? What was your plan when you were leaving high school? What was Ether gonna do? What was Jack gonna do?
Well, for a while I thought it was like shooting into like stardom for a second because I don't know if you guys knew about this, but I was on a reality TV show.
Wait,
Short
what?
of it. Yeah.
What?
It was called High School Musical. Get in the picture, and you can look it up on YouTube and stuff.
Oh,
What is it called?
shoot.
High School
look that up.
Musical. So like, you guys remember when the third High School Musical movie was coming out? Like,
Yeah.
this is back in 2008, and they made this TV show. And the whole idea behind it was like they're gonna have all these contestants, kind of like just like American Idol, but it's like all High School Musical related. And we had to like sing High School Musical songs, but then also did like these pop songs. And the whole idea was like the winner at the end was gonna get this chance to be in a music video. That's towards the end of the credits of the third movie. And if you watch, you'll see me like a little bit, like a little clip of me like dancing and stuff.
That's
in the
so
background. 'Cause
dope.
I'd actually win, but what they did is they kept the top 12 people, and then like if you got kicked off like normal, like you actually stayed on the show and you became what was called the chorus,
Okay.
and like you were just like ended up being like a background singer for the people that were still competing. So
That's still dope.
yeah, it was crazy.
Where
but-
was this out? Where was this at? Like, where did you try out or whatever?
Actually, it was back when like MySpace Music was the thing.
Shout out MySpace. Shout out
And
Tom
I-
Anderson.
I wrote this rap called Nerd Kid Rap,
Whoa.
and it's like this is like this really goofy song, but like a talent producer like saw it and they reached out to me through MySpace and said, "Hey, make a YouTube video and send it to us."
Wow.
And
Up front.
like they didn't say like this is an audition really, I guess, but they just said like, "Yeah, do this." And I was like, that's easy. This doesn't seem like weird. Like I'm not losing anything out of this,
Right.
you know. And then like, yeah, we want you to. We're gonna send out a production team to you guys in Lincoln, and then like they had me set up this live concert at the Metal Arc, and I had all my high school friends play the show with me, and then like there was this judge that was just hiding there, watching everything, and then they're like, "Oh, you're going to California?" Like I was like, "What's going on?" Let's go! And like that was my audition. I had no idea what was going on.
Whoa.
And then I was all of a sudden like being a part of like signing all these contracts for ABC and Disney, and then like they just flew us out every once in a while to shoot this whole entire summer of 2008. And yeah,
That's a wild story.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Did not know anything about that,
And-
bro.
yeah, I didn't really turn anything to after that. There was like some people that wanted me to do stuff here in Lincoln, but what happened was I kind of put everything on pause because I went to go be a missionary for 2 years.
Oh, bless your heart.
Just because that's kind of what was in my mind at the time. So coming back, I just kind of lost the momentum of all that. So.
Right.
But now I feel like it's gaining just through like our my own business with Downtown Collective and stuff, and I'm happy with that. Like for a while, I thought I had to be famous to make it as a musician, but
Yeah, you don't. You just need 1,000 fans, bro.
you just gotta turn it
1,002
into a
fans.
business that
Yeah.
that works for you, and it just happened to work out nice this way.
Would you
so.
even want to be famous either?
No, I don't want to even be famous anymore.
Yeah, me either.
Because like you just see all these consequences of like famous people now. Like you hear about like people like Britney Spears. They're like their life is not in control. Like it's all controlled by all these other people.
Yep.
And like I know not everyone's like that, but like
I don't want it that extreme.
right, or you like just not be able to go out in public. You know,
Oh yeah.
and
Can't go to the store.
be bothered
Can't do
or
anything.
something. Yeah. So
Jack,
anyway,
thank you for sharing, Ether.
Yeah.
Jack, what were you thinking in high school?
Oh man. Well, music was always on my mind for sure. Like,
When did you guys start playing music? I'm sorry to cut you
Oh
off.
no.
Ether, when did you start?
I started when I was in elementary school, like doing choir and stuff.
Okay, then Jack.
I started playing piano. Well, my brother started taking lessons when he was 5.
What's your brother's name?
Max.
Shout out, Max.
What's up, Max? He's a lawyer. He's asleep. But I remember, like, from the second he started taking lessons, I was like, I don't know if it was like competition or if I was like already falling in love with the instrument. But so I've been playing since I was like, you know, I could barely walk. But yeah, and then it quickly kind of became the dream. And but I knew I wanted to go to college, so I went to college for physics, just because I looked around for music stuff and like the whole academic vibe of music didn't really fit me right.
You won't make any money doing that.
Dude.
Find something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I had $1 for every time I heard that, I'd be rich by now.
It's so disheartening, bro.
Yeah. But the tune changed when I started getting better. I noticed people stopped
Hey,
saying
keep
that so much.
going.
Yeah, right. It's like, hey, what's your next show? It's like, oh.
Yeah,
cool.
I have a funny story too, really quick.
Yeah.
So I remember I have definitely had people like that. Like I've said, I'm going to be like a musician and do what I want to with that. And then like I had a stepmom that was just like trying to give me a reality check like really hard. Like she's like, you can't do that. Like she was just really disheartening like about it. And then that was actually like a year before I made it onto this TV show. And then like after that all happened, she like came up to me and was like, oh, Ether, you're so great. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, we're not going to talk about this. Like,
Snake.
yeah, and she ended up being that same type of person even after all that. So,
Man.
yeah.
Fortunate.
Keep
But,
them
and my
aside.
dad and her are no longer together either.
Good.
So, yeah.
Dang.
Jack,
Yeah.
after you, okay. Actually, let's talk about that.
Uh-huh.
So did you go the traditional route of right after high school, senior year, you already enrolled to college?
Yes. I followed my brother's footsteps.
Did you feel societal pressure, family pressure to do the same?
Oh yeah, it was the pressure was so strong I didn't even realize it was there. It was like I was on a train track. There's no turning left or right, you know. And that was what my brother did. So I like just signed up for the same fraternity he did.
Damn.
I thought, wow, I'm lucky to be in this fraternity.
And you just want to be accepted, bro.
I just want to be accepted. Want to have friends. Still do. but I didn't really know who I was, so I was making a lot of concessions, doing a lot of stuff I didn't want to do because like that's what all my friends were doing.
Exactly. Acceptance, bro. You want to be one of the homies.
Exactly.
You are who you surround yourself with.
Dude, exactly. And that person was not playing any music.
Yeah.
So
getting lost in the sauce.
Yeah. The wrong kind of sauce.
Yeah.
That bland, like, there's no pepper in there at all. Where's the seasoning? So, like, eventually I started, like, hitting the practice room, like, every night, and, like, all my friends were making fun of me and stuff. And I was like, dude, are these my friends?
What helped you get out of the rut, bro?
Man, I don't know if I can say, like, I stopped
I don't
drinking.
think it'd be bad.
All right, well, honestly, cannabis
Yes.
was a clutch alternative to alcohol for me.
Yes.
I had a group of friends in college that started smoking, and I would go smoke with them, and they would just like casually toss on some Hall & Oates or something,
Yeah.
and I would just be like, you guys hearing this? Like, how are you still talking? Like, what is going on? So
I saw Hall & Oates live one time.
I
That's
know.
the first concert I ever saw. Was
Oh,
Hall &
really?
Oates, yeah.
Did it blow your mind?
I was a little kid, but yeah.
I'm a rich man.
Dude, they were singing so hard.
They're so funky. So that was like a big, transition. And I'm not like a huge, don't rely on like a substance to get you where you want to go. But it was a nice like change of pace.
Yeah.
And then honestly, like, just the piano. That's like
Thank God for the music, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Music saved my life.
You really?
No, I'm just like, a lot of music does heal, bro.
Yeah. It gave me an outlet,
Yeah, because a lot of people don't know how to express emotions anymore, so they find vices. Like, I know how to control myself when it comes to these things because I know how to express myself. Oh, am I angry? I need to go do something that is kind of hands-on that will allow me to get rid of this this tension in my body. But when you're young, you don't know. So it's like a lot of these children now, it's like, well, all my homies are drinking and smoking, and so I think it's okay. So I'm going to do it. And the next thing you know, you're down this deep rabbit hole and trying to figure out, why am I so latched onto this? And if I don't smoke before I don't drink, I don't feel right in a sense. But you've been doing this so long that you think this is right.
Right.
You know? So it's hard to get lost in the sauce. So it's very important that people find ways to cope in a healthy way.
Yeah.
And music is definitely one.
Yeah, and that's the end of the day. Like, I feel like cannabis was like a big wrench to the steering wheel. It was
Yes.
like, dude, you're not going down the path your soul wants you to go down.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, it's like I don't, cannabis is like a nice little flavor once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, having an avenue, having something you can like see tangible growth in. Has
Exactly.
been important to me.
Like you're not a pawn to the substance in a sense.
Right. Yeah.
Like I know the capabilities and what it can do for me, but I'm not going to allow it to take hold of my life.
Exactly. And it did for a while. No lie.
Obviously, brother. Yeah. Ether.
The buck.
What were some of the issues that you face? Because did you go the traditional route of going to college right after high school?
No.
So talk about it, because a lot of people think that you need to go right away.
Right. So, I mean, I wasn't able to avoid like the pressure of that. The only thing that kind of got me out of going right away to college was going on a mission trip first.
Hallelujah.
And that's just kind of the way the culture is at my church. Which it's not like forced upon you to do that, but
Highly
it's like
suggested.
highly suggested, yes. So I guess, what I did is when I got back from my mission, I was just kind of working for a little bit, and then I started going to SEC, and I was still trying to figure stuff out. And I was really enjoying SEC because they were basically paying me to go.
Yeah,
go to school.
They did
With,
that
like,
for me too. Hey,
for
you
the
want this
Pell
big?
Grants,
Yeah, you want this big refund check back?
Yeah, like even after buying books, I still had like $300 in my pocket
Yep.
just for free to do on whatever I wanted. Whoa. And I just really liked that for a while. And for a while, I thought I wanted to be like a physical therapist because I was starting to because I got back, the momentum of the music thing just was dead.
Same.
And, like,
Okay.
no one even knows like who I am anymore. Like, no one even cares because they haven't seen any music thing from me for 2 years. Because that's exactly what I was doing. I was in Colombia for 2 years. Didn't ever come back to the United States during that whole time.
Where in Colombia?
In Bogota mostly.
Bogota.
Yeah.
Shout out Anna.
But yeah, so it was definitely the pressure was on to get back into school. But I took my time, and you know, people would always ask me like, "Oh, when are you going to graduate, and when are you going to start going to UNL and all this stuff?" And like, it would kind of bother me, but like, my parents were pretty chill about it, and like, Becca was also really supportive of me and like figuring out my career path.
Yes.
Which is really helpful. Like, I just love how supportive and like understanding she's been.
She's in
about
your
everything.
corner.
That's great, man.
Yeah, so that's what I really appreciate about her, and like,
It's
yeah.
beautiful.
And like, you're the same way, Tet, right?
Yeah, bro.
Because we're like the same age.
Yep.
And we just graduated together.
Yep.
And
2020, baby.
Yeah. And I think another part of it was just like, it's really difficult to imagine graduating at some points just when things weren't going right.
Exactly. There's a lot of times I was like, I'm already in my senior, but I still want to like drop out in a sense because it's like I'm forced to do these kinds of things and I don't really want to do it. It's like Jack said in episode 7, I'm getting this degree for other people in a sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing it for myself. I'm just doing it so people get off my back.
Yeah.
And it's like now those people that got off my back after graduation, they're not going to get on my back and help me with these loans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, it sucks.
It's terrible. It's a terrible system.
Dude, like Google and stuff is like offering,
I saw that.
you know, they're like
Yeah.
offering like courses and
Some
like,
kind of job training thing. I
Yeah.
don't know exactly what it is.
it's more like applicable job training as opposed to like 4 years in college. And it's cheap.
This dude's
What?
this.
Are you sick?
Just graduated.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Shouldn't have brought it up.
So bad.
My bad.
YouTube was already enough for me, and then you guys just came up with Google. Like,
Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't know. Music is a weird thing. I have friends going to music school right now, and they're amazing musicians.
yes.
And before they were in school, they were writing songs, they were playing shows, they were loving music. And a couple of them are professional musicians full time.
Yeah.
Then they go to school for like songwriting, and suddenly they have professors telling them, you've got too much melody in your music.
Exactly.
So they're like,
You're overthinking everything.
yeah, dude, and you could take a PhD with a Spotify subscription. Just learn every Stevie Wonder song. You know what I mean?
True.
Like, there's no professor involved. You can get right to the true professor,
Exactly.
which is Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Stevie,
Yes.
You know, it's like. So I've got doubts, especially when it comes to music, because like some of the music education folks I
At
know.
music school, sorry to interrupt.
No, it's good.
Did they teach you like a classical, like European style of music, or is it very like theory based? Like what kind of
It's
stuff
a
are they
mix of
teaching
that.
you?
Yeah. Because I was a music ed major at one point.
Okay.
And I just hated music. Once I get into like 2 years of it, it just felt like
It's too structured at that point,
Yeah.
huh? Not creative enough.
it was all about the theory, which I understand. Like, that's really helpful, and I don't know, but it just got really stressful for me. I feel like because I'm more of I guess I'm good at like oral skills and stuff.
Yes.
Like I'm more doing things by ear, and this like the written theory. That's like kind of felt like the big focus there. And that's the weird thing is like you're either good at written theory or you're good at oral skills.
Do you
weren't
think
really
that
good at
they-
both, unless you're like a prodigy, I guess, whatever.
You think that they give you that written stuff just so they have like metrics
Yeah.
to provide for the university?
Yes, I think so.
That's a great point. It's a good foundation.
But
I'm
I mean,
sure it's helpful.
yeah, it's all still helpful. But
It does stunt
yeah.
the growth. Not the growth, but the process. Because now you're overthinking, like, oh, I've been doing it wrong.
Does this divulge?
But
this is
it's
different from the
art.
theory?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's meant to like represent, like channel your emotion and like connect
Exactly.
with people.
You're not supposed to feel that emotion
Right.
in that way.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and there's really no room for other genres while you're in school because it's all
Talk
about the
about
classical.
Talk about it, bro.
Because everyone's just like,
It pisses. Oh, sorry. It makes me so mad.
I feel like the only classes like the ones we took was
Yes.
your uncle
allowed you.
Oh yeah.
with Tom. He's
Shout
awesome.
out Tom
Shout out
Larson,
Tom
man.
Larson is-
holding it down.
He's the only reason why like I felt like I could still do music in college at some degree. Like,
And he's so encouraging with
Yeah.
it too.
and he's just so non-judgmental. Like, I remember the first day of class, he's like, "We're gonna do some tough stuff in here, but like, no matter what level you're at, we're gonna be respectful and give constructive criticism and all
Yes.
that." And it was just so nice. Like, we all just, I think, were able to like just let our inhibitions go and
Yep.
Like
Be
play,
creative,
like take some
yeah.
time
Exactly.
Where then you go into like your voice lesson, and it's like, okay, we're only gonna sing this song from this artist, and that's it. Like, we're only gonna focus on Bach today, and for like the rest of the year. Yeah, and that's what it kind of felt like. And then like, oh, I want to sing a pop song, or like, I want to be creative with all my music friends, and it's like, no, you gotta like go practice.
Yeah, like,
this other
These are
stuff.
the times that we're living in now.
Yeah,
Like it is important to understand the classical music because that's the
Right.
foundation that built a lot of the stuff. But it's like we're always evolving, so we shouldn't spend too much time in like our 4 years of learning. Like I shouldn't still be learning about classical music and 4 years later.
Yeah.
Like if anything, the first year is like, okay, world music, so we get a taste of everything.
yeah. And
Okay.
that's only one class,
Exactly. Yeah.
and then there's like the history of rock and roll.
Yep.
I took that class.
But other than that, there's like nothing else.
Nothing, bro.
Yeah.
That was a fun class.
It was.
That did
Nice
say that
elective.
Garrett Hope said the N-word, though. He said it with a hard R, too. He was talking about NWA, and he's like, you know what this stands for? he just let it rip. And I was like, damn, bro.
Very okay. Oh, okay. What class in college did anybody? Okay, what class you didn't expect that you would learn something from, in a sense of
Oh, man.
like that it still is with you today?
I don't know if I can answer that. I don't really have a class, I guess, where something is just like stuck with me. A lot of the things that I learn are like super technical.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I know how to set up lighting, or I could set up this camera, or blah, blah, blah. But it's not like that's constantly just living in my head. Right?
I mean, I was only in college
Yeah.
for a semester.
Dude.
I went to like
Nelson
Maybe-
skated at the right time.
25% of my classes. I'm
You didn't want to be there? He said,
yeah, like at least I got out though.
you get out, man. That's better than trying to gut it out.
Yeah.
You clearly don't.
Like I changed my major 4 times. Can't do that anymore.
Saved.
Yeah.
I'm sure you saved thousands of dollars. Not
Yes.
Paid for
I,
that.
I still owe thousands of dollars,
Oh.
but
But
could have been more. Could've been
exactly.
more.
Yo, okay. So for me, what class did I learn something in? Arabic class, because it taught me about respecting people's cultures in a sense, on mannerisms. When it comes to like in other cultures, like you don't shake other like another man's wife's hand. It's because it's respect. Like if your husband's not in my presence, I shouldn't be addressing her unless you're here, because that's how much of a prize she is. Like I'm like, she. When I reached out to give a hand, she said, and I was like, oh, what did I do? And then I learned it's out of respect for the husband, in a sense. Hey, I've saved myself for this man, and you should respect my decision to do so. So it's like it comes to mannerisms, culture, and understanding.
Can I change my answer? Actually, I take that back.
Go ahead.
I took several anthropology courses where I learned
Anthropology
a lot.
helped me a lot.
Yeah, I learned a lot in those courses. I took one on Mesoamerica where I feel like I just learned so much about a country that's right next to us.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people here who are descendants of just, there's a whole history of like the people who originated from that part of the world that I had no idea about. And it just gave me a deeper appreciation for the culture that exists there.
Facts.
And the culture that's bled over here
Exactly.
because of that place.
Texas,
Yeah.
New Mexico, California. Yeah. That's crazy. Any class?
I'd have to say Spanish.
Facts.
It's like, first of all, my high school Spanish teacher, shout out Senor Wanzlak, Sanchez Nelson. y'all were killing it. We'd come every day, and it was like the fastest paced class of any class. They were like, all right, sit down. Like, we got so much stuff to learn. Oh, man. And it pays off, Like,
Yes.
like I was a math major, and I still got it. I teach math lessons, and, like, it's still in there. But Spanish, like, you can literally go to a different country.
Oh,
And
yeah.
suddenly you're just like immersed, and you're like, wait, what did chapter 6 say about verb conjugations?
And verb conjugation.
And it's just like practical, and it's like the most rewarding. I don't know. So Spanish.
I wish we were immersed in the culture while we were learning it.
That's the best way to do it.
Yo también.
Every Spanish teacher I've had has said the only way that I really learned was just going to wherever, Mexico, wherever, and just living there for
You
a while.
got no choice.
Exactly.
Yo.
All the radio, the TV, every commercial, man. Like all the people you talk to, they're not talking to you in English. You gotta, like,
Jack, did you know Nelson was Hispanic?
I didn't.
Yeah, I have. My mom is.
Shout out, Mama.
It's cool.
Yeah, he told me that. He was like, oh, yeah. Also Hispanic.
Awesome, man. Get that diversity going.
Yeah, a little bit.
I love it.
Get one of those scholarships. Dude, I got one. Give me that cash, baby.
Ether, what about you, man?
Um,
What class?
Well, so growing up, like choirs would always be like, hey, let's go sing our song and learn our parts, and that's it. And then in college, there was this one director named Eve Ely who came in to be a resident professor for a year. And oh man, that was like the best choir I've ever been in. Like, it was a small choir first, so there was like a lot of intimate interaction between us and each other and the choir director. And we would just like sit in class and just like talk about life, sometimes not even sing music. And then he would find a way to like tie it in with what song we were doing. And then like, it was just like, it felt like a live class. Like we would just like go in and like he would make us all shake hands with each other and like smile at each other and ask how like genuinely how everybody was doing. And,
Human
like,
things.
and then like when we would sing, he would have like all of us like feel each other's vibrations by like putting all of our heads together in a circle, and then we would sing. Whoa! And like it was just all so
Your heads
weird stuff
together?
Like that. Yeah, like we'd literally be in a circle and like your head was up on my head,
And then we just...
You could hear like the resonation of your.
like it was just you could just feel the vibration, and it was like something about it just felt
Like
like,
his vibration. That's like
Yeah.
that's like primal, bro.
For real. That's like some stuff they're doing in wigwams, man.
Yeah.
just like countless exercises that you would never think of, like that you would never traditionally do, like in a school. Wow. It was just the coolest thing. So
Bro, there's so many questions I wanted to ask. We're at 11:26.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's getting kind of
It's
late.
getting late. Yeah.
It has been for lack of things to talk about. I feel like we've hit a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay, what are some tips for people who want to be a full-time musician?
Well, first of all, you have to be able to be. When people are searching, like you need to be discoverable. Like you need to be.
Everywhere, in a sense.
Yeah. So like Downtown Collective, the way it started was we were just like looking for gigs, right? And one of the first gigs that we got was just like one of those tear off pieces of paper on a billboard, like,
What?
I'm getting married, I need a band. Hit me up if you're interested.
Wow.
And like, I guess we were like the only band that really reached out to them. Because this was like on a college billboard.
Yeah.
And so like I got some music friends from school together, and we decided to learn all these songs. And then immediately, like after we did the gig, like they had a great time. We were like, okay, we need a review. And we got the review, and then people just started coming to us after we'd built some websites, and we put ourselves out there on like The Knot, Wedding Wire, just places where people can find us. And I didn't do any advertising. Like it's just all about the reviews. Like just started trying to get review after every single gig, and then people I think see that and they're like, oh, this is a reliable business.
Exactly.
So yeah, you just have to, and then you just have to have content. Like you have to like go for it and just make music all
Yeah.
the time. Record yourself. That's just the age of like music today. It's just like
pitch yourself, in a sense.
have video and audio
Yep.
and let people hear it and like share it with people.
It's like a trailer of you. So I think you're right, man. Oh no, I know you're right. Go ahead. Do you have anything?
That's I mean,
He pretty much hit it.
he's like I don't know. I was gonna say listen. That's like the number one thing I feel like that's made me valuable is like you just gotta like be able to listen to everything and resonate and like respond accordingly.
Yep.
And like service the moment. But I'm getting into like the fuzzy wuzzy vibe details. Ether's like actually bleeding a business here. You know, it's like I've got mad props to Ether because I need to get on that game so hard.
Hell yeah.
But I just like create a valuable, like add value.
Yes.
And sometimes adding value is less than you think. Maybe it's sitting out for a whole song because it doesn't need piano. You know, but you got to like be aware of what services the moment.
That's a great point.
And yeah, I think one of my strengths that gets me hired a lot is like the ability to listen when like I hear the bass is on the bridge and the drummer is like, all right, we're going with the bass. I need to be able to respond to that and quickly go over to the bridge and not get like all stubborn about it. So,
Damn.
listen.
All right. What are some? What do you think you would be doing if you weren't doing music?
Ooh.
Math.
You like numbers,
Dude.
You like figuring stuff out?
Yeah, it like everything we talk about in the music school, it's like I love about math.
You like figuring it out.
Yeah, because there's a right and a wrong. So when the professor's like, "You got it wrong," you're like, "Oh, I did." Like, tell me about it.
For me, I'm like, no, I didn't. I thought I did it right.
I just loved it. I loved all the people. So, and I'm still thinking about going back to grad school. So yeah,
That's what's up, man.
definitely math or chess if I was good enough.
Chess.
For me, I think after watching a lot of like Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay,
Bro, yes. I love Kitchen Nightmares, bro. What are you guys doing in your kitchen?
there's just something so entertaining about like
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay just like getting mad at people.
You've been thawing out your
'cause
chicken
he's
for
just
2 weeks?
So passionate about food.
Yes.
Like, it's just so great, and like, it makes me want to be like a cook. And I feel like I'd try to be like a chef or something.
Bro, I love
and start a
cooking.
business that way.
I love cooking.
Yeah. So
If you guys weren't doing what you were doing now, what would you do? Nelson, if you weren't doing photography. Maybe you can help Lex. What do you think he would be doing?
No idea. Come back to me. Let me think about it.
Jack, what would you be doing if you were in school?
I don't know. I'd probably be like, I guess. Okay, so if, like the career that I doesn't pan out. I think that I could be a pretty good teacher. I think that I could do that and enjoy myself
And
pretty
educate.
well. I've always kind of like had the idea that I like working with young people and like just helping them like find perspective or community or whatever else they need help with. I just think it's like I just picture myself in that time of my life and how weird and strange everything was, and to be like a person who could be like a guiding light. Like we were talking about before, you spend more time at school than you spend
Facts.
with your family. So like, if I could be a teacher who's, especially for like kids who look like me, like there's no black male teachers.
I didn't
ever.
have one.
I've never had one.
yeah.
So like, if there were kids who look like me out there, and I was in the same room as like, I just feel like I could provide some.
That's what's up. Some
I don't know,
value.
yeah, some kind of.
Or even be a role model or a light.
I don't even know. Just
You don't have to be like a hooper or a rapper.
yeah, just bring some goodness into their life from someone who looks like them.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I saw somebody post on Facebook recently about like, all right, everybody comment when you had your first black teacher. And a lot of the responses were, I didn't have a black teacher at all or not until college.
Yeah, same.
I was fortunate.
Yeah.
I had one in middle school.
I had one in middle school.
and I had another one in high school,
I've never had.
but only 1 year each time.
I've never
Black
had
coaches.
one.
Like not like a teacher.
Yeah.
It's different. in
Black
Nebraska,
coaches,
too.
yeah.
Maybe somewhere else in the country, but even
Yes,
then, I
yeah.
don't think so.
But definitely in the Midwest.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, boys. Okay, let's what are 3 things you wish you would have done during UNL now that you look back? Now that hindsight is 2020. This goes for everybody.
Yeah.
It can go to Lex, it can go Nelson. What are 3 things that you wish you would have known during your college years?
I wish I would have known what music school was going to be like.
Damn.
Because I sat in it so long just because I thought I love music so much. I just got to get through it. I just got to get through it. And it just ended up not being for me, like the music ed stuff. And I ended up finding my passion through Spanish more and became a Spanish major and was able to be successful with that. And then through Tom Larson's class, I felt like, okay, this is where I can be creative. And then like I ended up finding the way through the Downtown Collective, which is just like playing covers is a good way to go. So, and I can still be a musician that way. So
I love it.
Yeah. And I still want to do originals, but it's a great way to make money right now. So.
It's a great icebreaker in a way.
Yeah.
What about you?
Dang, dude, that's a tough one. Like, yeah, I want to say like expanding my social circle. I was like pretty committed to that
That's a good one.
community. And just like, because there's a lot of guys in there, you know, so it seems like you have a ton of friends, but they're all kind of one type of person.
Yeah, they're literally the same kind of
What's
dude.
up, bro?
Yeah.
Dude, bro. So,
She a Husker game last night?
Do you even lift, bro?
dude. Yeah. So that big time, and then it's like, yeah, that's my big answer. And playing more piano, I like neglected it. I binge drank a lot. Just like, gosh, just, you know, blackout drunk, like so much. And no one was like describing to me like you're like killing brain cells, you know. They're just like, oh, it's college, you know, do what you. It's like, dude.
You knew you were gonna do this, so you might as well.
Right? Yeah. Then, yeah.
Doesn't make it okay. Lex, what are some things that you wish you would have known? Sure, you wanted to be a teacher? What did you go down the path of, anyways? So Lex said that she wished she would have went down the teaching route, but she ended up going the nursing route, correct? Oh, opposite, whatever I just said.
She went to school first for nursing, and now she's going for teaching.
Congrats to you. Yeah, because you got to have patience as a teacher.
Yeah, man.
Me and Nelson worked at Randolph Elementary. It literally tested my patience all the time.
Little badass.
But
kids.
it's
I
like
went to
you have to
Randolph.
give them slack in a sense, but it's like knowing when to stop the
Roadrunners.
slack. Yeah. shout out Jack. He was a road runner. But like these kids, bro, they don't like we said earlier, most of these kids, the teacher is the parent. So when they get home, they eat dinner, they do their homework or whatever, then they go to sleep. So there's really no structure at home. There's really not a lot of time to bond at home. So that's what sucks. So it's really important that we have good teachers and we pay them well.
Very underpaid profession.
They're the culture teachers, you know. So it's very important that we put a lot of value
You know,
in
in
these
other
people.
countries, that is like a high-paying government job. Like that's a good job.
That's
to be a
crazy,
teacher.
man.
They like treat you with a great deal of reverence. My history teacher in high school, he was talking about how he went to South Korea, took a trip down there,
Yep.
and they're literally like laying out a red carpet for this dude when he gets off the airplane. They're like applauding him when he goes into his hotel. They have like
Thank you.
freaking string quartets and whatever else. I'm serious, like a high level of reverence for this job. I feel like the U.S., I don't know, for whatever reason, doesn't appreciate what it is that teachers actually do and how much they mean to our society.
Yeah.
What are 3 things we should know about Lex? I got to keep her up. What are 3 things that we should know about you?
I'm allergic to chocolate.
Allergic to chocolate?
That's so unfortunate. I feel for
She
you.
still eats it though.
Why not? Another. That was 1. 2 more. Vegetarian. Shout out. Yep.
Oh,
Man. How do you get protein?
Bro, stop.
eat?
Don't do
I'm
that.
just asking.
There's so many ways to get protein.
I'm just asking. Okay.
Beans.
Beans.
Look. Oh,
Nuts.
other legumes.
yeah.
There's
Seeds.
spinach. I love spinach, bro.
Yogurt.
Yogurt. What's up?
I had a vitamin B12
B12. Yeah.
and I got really, really sick.
Mm-hmm.
And I was constantly at the doctor. So I kept having sinus infections and my immune system was really low.
Mm.
And, it was vitamin B deficiency.
Vitamin B
Have you
deficiency.
remedied that?
How
Are you getting vitamin B12 now?
Yeah, I take 4 different vitamins.
Vitamins.
There's a thing that hits both protein and vitamin B12. It's called nutritional yeast. You heard of that?
Wait. Is that kind of like the powdery?
On cheese, it looks exactly
Yes.
Yeah.
Haley
Yeah.
has that. Haley's vegetarian, so she puts me on a lot of dishes like that. But she's like, just dash that on there.
Dude, it's the best.
I'm sorry if this is invasive. Can I ask you a reason why you choose to be vegetarian?
It's lighter on the body, anyways.
Lighter on the body, lighter on the spirit, lighter on the earth.
I didn't like meat.
Yeah.
My mom does not like meat,
I just don't like it. I got scared of it.
bro.
I'm a very Nebraskan person. Like, I grew up eating freaking steak and potatoes. Like,
I grew up that way too. This is what I'm about.
even when you were a kid, you didn't like you didn't like any of that
Think
stuff?
about how you feel after you eat a fat steak, bro.
Yeah.
I feel great.
No, I know you feel great, but your body's like,
Takes that in, converts it to...
Yeah.
it takes a lot of energy to bring it down. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what we've done
I try
since
to
the
do
beginning of
meatless
time.
nights. I understand the perspective of meat being like horrible for the environment. I understand how...
I wouldn't say it's super horrible, but we've done it at such extreme.
Yeah, like the level at which we're
Yeah.
producing
The
meat
current.
is just like
Current state of things.
really
Yeah.
bad.
It's very terrible.
Like methane
Yeah.
that cows produce is worse than CO2 that
They
cars
farting
produce.
everywhere.
And there's so much more cars than there are cows.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like, I understand that it's bad for the environment. So I try to do like a meatless night.
Bro, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. It's literally balancing everything.
Yeah. And diet is kind of like religion. It's like whatever works for you.
I swear.
Like,
You're not doing this.
yeah, I know. Oh, I catch
You're not a
myself,
real
'cause I'll get on
vegan.
I'll
You're
get
not a
on-
real vegetarian.
Dude, exactly.
Like, what?
And I'll get on my soapbox sometimes, but it's, yeah.
Haley be like, you're drinking whole milk? Like, yeah.
I still can't believe you drink
Ain't no
milk.
coconut milk or almond milk. I'm not going to go
That's
to
also
IV real quick. I'm
That's
just going
also
to drink
really
it.
bad for the environment.
Milk?
The coconut milks and the almond
It
milk
does take a
and
lot.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of water to produce,
lot.
which is like...
Because each almond is, but it's
It's-
still less than like the earth friendliest meat though.
All I know is I eat more. If I didn't have Haley in my life, I wouldn't eat as much vegetables and I wouldn't drink as much water.
Nice.
That doesn't mean I don't eat vegetables. I eat a lot of vegetables.
No, I was just saying for myself.
Oh.
I did not, bro.
I didn't eat vegetables until me and Lexi
Like-
moved in together.
Yeah, I was more of a smoothie guy.
Oh.
Oh, this is healthy.
Smoothies?
Smoothies, bro.
Like what?
I
I
would
heard
put
that-
I would put kale, strawberry, banana, a little bit of blackberry, and I would put yogurt in there, and I would throw milk in there, and I would eat. I would drink that every day.
I heard when you like drink a smoothie like that, since you're not chewing it, the enzymes in your saliva don't have time to interact with the sugar that you're consuming.
Oh, shit.
So it's like worse for you as you eat, as you like are drinking these, because you're drinking them so fast that you just get all this sugar into your body.
And that's all. Yeah,
It doesn't have time to like take
Exact-
it in
that
as
makes
it would
sense.
with like an apple or
I did a
something
10-day
else.
fast, and it was. I felt so good.
That's
10-day
kind of nice,
fast.
man.
10 day
Juice fast?
green juice. Bro, at the time I was like 170, and I weighed like 140 at the time.
Whoa!
At the end?
That's not good.
10 days?
10 days, bro.
What? You lost like
I was
30
eating like
pounds in
shit,
10
though.
days?
Oh my God.
170.
Damn.
No. Like
wrestle
high
or
150.
something,
High 150.
Okay.
And I knew, I was like, damn, I'm not working for like 4 days. Okay, those 4 days, because I knew it was gonna be bad those first 3 to 4 days.
Like cutting
After I
weight.
got past that, drinking more water, drinking more tea, drinking those green juices, I was like, okay, cool. But when I got off that, I had a whole gyro and I had a whole Jimmy John sandwich.
Hell yeah.
Like, damn, you just went all the way back.
I've heard it's good to like caveman it.
Oh,
Like
the
once in a
paleo?
while, our ancestors would go without food for like a day.
I feel like it's natural.
And it's like when I do it, if I can, first of all, it does wonders for the mind because if I can get over my own hunger,
It is.
nothing
It
I
is
can't
mental.
accomplish, you
I
know?
try not to eat before 1 o'clock
Yeah.
every day.
nice.
You just gotta think about like your body needs rest too from like digesting and
Takes a lot of time.
yeah. It's like I think your body's grateful for that and rewards you in ways that you didn't think about
Right.
when you do it that way.
Yo, let's do rapid fire.
All right.
We're gonna start Jack, and then we're gonna go down. I'm not gonna participate. Okay?
All right.
How long does it take you to get ready in the morning to go to work?
Since I got my hair braided, 5 minutes.
Oh,
5 minutes.
What about you?
To shower, eat, get ready, and everything, probably like 30 minutes.
Hour 30 for me. Go.
10 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say about hour 30 for me too.
Yeah.
Considering
Guys
I
have
get
whole
up.
ass routines. I
I
get
get
up.
up.
I'm out.
I'm the same way.
I gotta go. I gotta go to work at 8:30. I'm getting up 6:45.
I just gotta boil water. Just make some tea. That's it. Like, I'm out the door.
Favorite Disney animal?
Disney animal? So
Yeah.
specific. It's Shere Khan from the Jungle Book.
Hey,
Represent.
hell yeah!
Tigre.
Can you remember? It could be like Goofy. It could be.
I
You.
really,
That's good, dude. That's good.
Bolt.
Yeah,
Action
mine.
movie
Oh, nice.
Bolt.
Yeah.
Hell
I
yeah!
love
The
that
Fast
movie.
Dog.
Yeah. I used to
Mine's
love that.
Goofy.
Goofy?
Yeah.
Mine's gotta be Simba.
Oh yeah! Shout out Simba.
I guess I'm your dad because I like Mufasa a lot.
Everything the light touches.
Just, oh
Yo,
my gosh, yeah.
Jack,
Deep
what
voice.
is something you're tired of?
TikTok. Sick of that. I'm starting to make TikToks too with some of my friends,
That's how you get really sick.
but I'm sick of it.
Winter. I'm getting sick of winter and the cold.
I'm sick of people popularizing how good peanut butter is.
It's amazing. And you're
Yeah,
wrong.
I'll take the heat. I'll take it. Almond butter's better, even though there's a lot of almonds that go into butter.
Yeah. Well,
Cashew butter, even the same. Go ahead.
mowing.
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
You know?
Make some edible land. land.
Get a goat.
Nice. I like goats. I love goats.
That'd be so
No
dope.
one doesn't like goats.
I used to work at the zoo. The goats were awesome. You just walk around. They like don't
Yo,
care.
just graze, my homie.
So we create so many more problems. You got to mow the lawn. You got to water it.
True.
You got
gotta
to
go.
fertilize it. When goats, they're gonna pee and poop everywhere. Fertilize water and cut it, and they're hilarious.
They look cool. Yeah. They're like-
I don't know. Let's see. I guess I'm just tired of like, unfortunately, people in my family like saying I'm not going to get vaccinated because I heard this happened.
The small percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, I don't want to make people feel bad because I understand people have their right to choose, but like, just there's people out there just go with whatever they hear and they don't consider like, is it a reliable source?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just so much false stuff out there, and I guess really close family of mine is just like in their 50s, 60s, and I think growing up, like news when they were like our age or even younger, like was a lot more reliable,
Oh yes.
And now today they have like a Facebook, and
oh,
you
that's
see
all
a
you
news
gotta
article.
say.
I think there's like just a lot of generational things with like that people just like, oh, it's news, like it's the right thing, like
It's the Bible.
and
Yeah.
like I think people that are in their 50s, 60s are just don't know the difference.
No, they're not.
so,
they're
like-
not. They're not hip to the internet, bro.
Right.
There are 4 channels.
So
on
they
TV.
are just super gullible to everything they see.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, thank you for bringing that up, bro. Okay, what is your spirit animal?
It's a wolf.
That's a good one.
One of them 10-foot came up to me in a dream. Anyways. Yeah, bro. What a ball. Go ahead.
A bear.
Oh.
Damn.
Nice.
Who would win in a fight? A grizzly bear or did I say grizzly or a gorilla? Which one? Grizzly bear or a gorilla?
The gorilla.
No.
I think a grizzly fuck it up. Oh, sorry for my language. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
But jaguar is my spirit animal.
Dang. Yeah, for me, it's either a lion or a silverback. Sometimes I feel like one of those little monkeys. It's like just like going crazy though.
Yeah,
But I'd like to be a silverback.
same.
I don't know. I guess I've been kind of fascinated by like crocodiles and alligators for some reason.
Oh, cool.
It's like a weird thing, I guess, but
Dude.
Yo, can I tell you this?
what?
There was an alligator, or I don't know which one, but it ate a couple people in the village 2 years ago, and they found the exact one, and they cut it open. And they found shoes in it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
my
on
God.
live. If y'all ever want to see it, I'll share it with y'all.
I don't.
Lex, what's your spirit animal?
It's rapid fire.
A hawk.
Is that your final answer?
One more time, I could probably
Okay.
I'm gonna have to toss in octopus.
Ooh.
octopus, hawk, something like that.
You know they have the largest eyes?
Octopus?
Octopus?
Yeah.
It's not a whale?
No. Anyways.
I think she's just ready to go home.
Yes.
Grand Island.
What's your biggest weakness?
I don't. Procrastination. There we go.
Yes.
Ooh.
Damn straight about that.
Struggle with trying to be exceptional all the time.
Yeah. Making myself vulnerable in relationships.
Damn. In the wrong relationships, I guess, right?
No, like giving people a chance and like trusting the situation. Like I get closed off right away. I just like notice one thing. I'm like, they're not for me.
Yeah.
No second date. Sorry. Shut this down right now.
Eat your sandwich normal, and then we won't have that problem.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, eat your sandwich normal, and we won't have that problem.
Yeah, no.
So, sorry, what was the question? Was about what
Your
you struggle-
biggest weakness.
biggest weakness? Dang. I think it's just like the food I eat. I think it's just like portion sizes. I think I've talked
Me
about
is
that.
portion too.
Because like I'll do so well like the beginning of the day. Like okay, I'm just gonna eat a little bit of this.
And then
for
dinner
breakfast.
hits.
And then dinner hits. It's just like
It's time to go.
seriously.
Our metabolism ain't
to go
built the
ham.
same way anymore.
Yeah.
What important advice would you give your future children?
My future children,
Yeah.
stop and smell. No, shit or get off the pot.
I like that.
Generational wisdom.
Yeah.
bring
Shout
it
out
down.
Eric B.
Do what makes you happy.
I love it. Damn, I didn't even think about it. Go, Jack.
Dude, I'm stuck too. Ether, what?
What would you
Dad's
give?
children.
What would you give to your adolescent children? What advice would you give to your adolescent children?
Yeah, I think it's like Nelson said. Like, I'm really trying not to imagine my children's future. I'm trying to just let them.
Damn,
Future.
I like
I
that
like
a lot.
that.
I like
Good
that a lot.
advice right there.
Because like, I do have like all these dreams,
Aspirations for them.
and I just try. You know, I just try to keep telling myself like, I can't do this because then they're gonna disappoint me probably in some way. And then that's gonna make them feel bad.
Yep.
Because
Not setting expectations.
like even if I don't say it verbally, I could still come off with my body language like with that in the future. I feel like, or some other way that they're just gonna sense like, oh, I'm not doing the right thing that my parents want me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my parents did a really good job of that, of just letting me be who I wanted to be.
I love it.
Didn't ever tell me, oh, you have to be this person or whatever. Yeah.
Thank you. I think for me, now that I think about it, I would tell my kids it's okay to quote unquote fail. So it gives them the opportunity to actually try new things. That's what I think.
Collection of all that.
Yeah.
That's like, those are all such good advice.
It is.
Everything.
Okay. Oh. Where would you go if you were invisible?
Probably steal something. They're like floating rocks.
Honestly.
The Mona Lisa.
I'm about my cash.
Yeah.
Sir, how'd you get that?
I would go straight to the bank. After I get to the bank, I'm going to the car dealerships. Like, the Porsche is driving off by itself.
Is that one of the new self-driving models?
Bro, I don't even. When I write these questions, I'm not even thinking about it. I'm giving it out to people. I don't even know what I would do if I was invisible. Go ahead, Jack.
Man, I keep coming back to either factory farm or prison. I would just like go release everybody. Just like leave, you know?
Oh man.
Freedom.
Yeah, I think I would just like to mess with people.
Full leather pants.
Gotcha. I think I would let out all the gorillas.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Because anytime I see them at the zoo, they're like, bro, let me out.
Dude.
that's terrifying.
Let me out.
Dude.
Yeah, I promise I won't mess y'all up. Just let me go.
They will though. That's
Yeah, I know. You look like the guy. Okay. What is one thing you wish you didn't own?
I have too many clothes that don't even fit me. Like they're just taking up space in my closet. I gotta donate them. Or
Inspiration.
something. I wish I didn't own that. It's not inspiration. It's just old stuff I don't wear anymore. Takes up space.
And you haven't donated it or whatever.
Yeah, I need to do this. Is like a perfect spring cleaning thing to do.
Yeah.
Just go through my closet, take all that stuff out.
What's one thing you wish you didn't own?
That's such a hard question because I'm super particular with the things that I buy.
Yeah.
Probably the gimbal that I have right now for my camera with the little stabilizer thing.
Yeah.
I wish I would have. That one I didn't think about too hard, and I just like bought it because it went on sale. So that's the pretty much the only thing.
Lex, what is one thing you wish you didn't own?
She held up her phone. Dang.
For me,
Dude.
honestly, I would have to second that
Yeah.
because I went into a lease with my phone, and I should have bought it as soon as it got up. But I've been paying $40 every month like I've already paid for the phone already.
Oh, I see. But you still have to keep paying
Exactly. Go ahead.
Same.
Yeah.
My phone like almost broke, and I went like 3 days without one. I swear I had the best 3 days.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not even tripping, bro.
Dude.
Email me. I'll get to the desktop later.
I was like deep focused. I was like deep things. Like cleaned my whole house and like wrote like 3 songs. I was like, dang, I got all this time. Like don't realize how much time you spend on your phone. And then I got it
I
back.
remember you saying that.
Yeah.
And it was like, ooh, addicted.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say the same. More specifically, I wish social media would just disappear.
Oh,
Facts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things, but there's more bad, I feel.
Yeah.
I
You
wish.
gotta use it as a tool and just keep it at that level.
Yeah.
This is a tool.
Disappear.
Like I would like to just post things when I want to like share stuff I'm doing and then delete it.
Yep.
Done.
Like if anything, like go back to where Facebook was when it first started.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when people would just like share photos and just be happy.
Yeah.
All the time. And,
I'm on vacation.
I think there's things that are relevant to talk about still though too, which is good. But yeah, I miss the times where you'd have to like memorize people's phone numbers and like,
Yeah.
you would have to. I mean, you talk to people in real life. You know, you have to go have interactions with people face to face. And I think
right.
we're like some of the last generation that's gonna be able to say we had a childhood.
Yes.
You know? So.
Yeah, dude.
Couple more. What celebrity annoys you the most?
I don't know. I try not to judge celebrities too much. I feel like they're just too in the public eye. Like I don't care what they do, you know?
Me either, but
I'm
there's
like,
some that do it for the cloud.
I
And
guess
it's crazy. I
Tekashi.
still pay attention to
I
it.
guess Tekashi.
That's what I was
He like kind of
literally
annoys me, but like at the end of the day, I don't really care about him.
Yeah.
Like he could post whatever, and I'm like,
Why?
whatever, man. I don't give a shit.
saying. Else?
You have to come back to me on that.
Tekashi.
Oh, dude. Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, fair enough.
Every time I see that guy, I'm just like, ah.
Just like what's the word? Demagogue? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Just tries to be inflammatory for the sake of being inflammatory.
Yeah.
I doubt he believes half the shit he says. He's just like, I'm trying to say it to
He
get
just
a
wants to
reaction.
be a villain.
He's got his audience who likes what they like. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
He's an old Bill O'Reilly. Well, no shit.
I'm gonna have to say it's a tie between like Justin Bieber and
Damn, shout
I get
out
my
Justin
bitches out in
Bieber.
Georgia.
Torn and Torn Wells too. Like I don't know if you guys know who that is.
I did not know Torn Wells.
He's a
Torn Wells.
Christian artist.
Did you do this?
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
both a Christian and artist.
Like his mindset's like totally in the wrong space. Like he's more trying to be an entertainer, and you can totally tell.
Banking
he, like,
off the Christian
Then he'll
crowd.
try to turn around and be like, "Oh, like let's talk about God and all this," and then like he turns around and shows like a social media post about like he just bought this new scooter. He's like blessing it with holy water and stuff.
Cringe.
That really like turned me off because I listened to his music at first. It's like, okay, I like this, and then like I saw that, I'm like, okay, not gonna do anything with this guy anymore. Yeah.
Lex.
I gotta say with celebrities, I do not keep up with them.
All right, good.
Like, I do not enjoy social media. A while ago,
I think he forces you. Hey, Lex, can you take this picture?
What?
Do you ever say, Lex, can you? I got this new lens. Can we take pictures?
No.
Oh.
Oh, can I take a picture of you?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't really like being in front of the camera too much.
Okay. What store do you shop at other than a grocery store? What is the store that you shop at the most? Yeah.
I don't buy a lot of stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
Michael's, I guess.
Shout out Michael.
Michael's.
This is an easy one. Best Buy.
Oh.
Mine is definitely TJ Maxx.
Music Go Round and Roots Music.
Oh.
Hey, shout out Roots and Music.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's gonna be music retail as well.
Music what?
I guess. Yeah, I got Guitar Center.
Okay, cool,
and
cool, cool, cool.
Sweetwater.
Sweetwater too.
Sweetwater. Oh, they took a lot of my money.
Yeah, dude, same.
Yeah.
I think they're better than Guitar Center.
Oh, yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, the problem was I was an employee at Guitar Center.
There you go.
So you got the plug.
And then I just kind of got drawn into it. Like, I know how everything works. And yeah, it's just a bad thing.
All right. Did you guys enjoy your time at Blazin' the Trail?
Woo!
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think it's kind of late for the hot sauce challenge, or do you guys still want to do it?
I don't know, man.
I'm always down for the hot sauce challenge. I'm a hot sauce fiend.
It's literally midnight.
Yeah.
I think you should leave it up till Lex here. She's been
Yeah.
sitting here the whole time.
Yeah.
She says no. We out. We out.
Wrap it up.
We are out. Hold on, guys.
Man.
All right, everybody, tell me where they can find you guys on social media or the place that we hate.
Follow me on Instagram at Buchanan_Jack. I'm telling you, get my ratio up. I'm about to be posting soon. I got my hair braided. There's no pictures up there. Just wait.
Instagram and Facebook, Nelson King Photography.
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Jack Rodenburg, RODENBURG. Also Patreon. If you subscribe, I will
$1.23.
send you a personal thank you message.
Yes.
Same Instagram, Facebook, Ether SAURE, ETHERSAURE.
Lex. ALEXXIS PRICE. Go follow her and make sure y'all follow us at Blazin' the Trail Podcast and our YouTube King Tut. I'm messing up. K1NGTUT. All right. So thank you to Ether for your contribution for making this possible, and also for Jack for being such a team player and bringing laughter and creativity. So thank you guys for listening to Blazin' Trail Podcast. Remember, you are already perfectly in progress. As always, start with yourself because you are the one. So make it happen.